All right, good evening, everybody. Let's get right into it. Let's do approval of tonight's agenda.
I'll make the motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Pat, seconded by Joe to approve tonight's agenda. All in favor? Unanimous? Okay, approve the minutes of the September 24th, 2025 meeting.
I'll make that motion and any questions.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Madonna, seconded by Tom to approve the minutes of the September 24th, 2025 meeting. All in favor? Unanimous? Let's move into approval of the appropriation ordinance 1896. Any questions?
If there are none, I'll make the motion to approve appropriation ordinance 1896 and pay the bills.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Joe, seconded by Pat for approval of appropriation ordinance 1896. All in favor? Unanimous? All right, let's move into citizen comments. This time, if there's anybody from the general public that would like to come forward and address the council, now's the time to do so. There'll be no time given later in the meeting. See nobody come forward, so comments are closed. Okay, let's move into library board appointments. John?
So we're transitioning from a library advisory board to a full governing board now. Sep's put together this list of board members that want to continue on and stay on the permanent board. The way it's written is you have staggered terms, so you have one person that's a 1-year term, two that's a 2-year term, two that's a 3-year term, and two that are a 4-year term. And then once they finish their term on April 30th, then everybody becomes 4-year terms after that. That way you don't have everybody up at once. So up on the board are the ones that want to stay on the board, so we just need approval of that. There'll be 7 members, and then the mayor is automatic member of the board as well. So it's actually 8 on the board.
Anybody have any questions? I'll make that motion and appoint the library board.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Madonna, second by Nick to move forward with the library board appointments. All in favor? Unanimous? Okay, let's move into public hearing 406 South Santa Fe condemnation. John?
Sorry, I was not prepared for that one. I believe you have in your packet an inspection report for 406 South Santa Fe. This is at the dead end of Santa Fe, which is the road that the water plant is on the right. It's been empty for some time. I did send a courtesy notice out first to try and get something done before it had to come to the council for the first time. That letter was not signed for, although Holly Papish, one of the owners, did call me on the phone and said, I have something at the post office from the city. I was wondering what it was, so I explained it to her, and she said, yeah, we know it needs to come down, and it's something we just haven't gotten to. So that's why it came to the council to start the condemnation process. So we did send a notice back out. It's published in the Morning Sun twice, so we satisfied all the statutory requirements in city code. So I don't know if anybody's here to speak on behalf of the property owner, but
Anybody here for 406 South Santa Fe Street? See nobody come forward? So we need to figure out what we want to do going forward here, guys. Demo it.
if you have any questions for Justin, we both kind of inspected it, he gave the report, but I don't think it's salvageable, so I think it's something that needs to come down.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to go chat it with condemnation at 406 South Santa Fe.
I'll second.
Got a motion by Ladonna, second by Nick, to move forward with condemnation of 406 South Santa Fe. All in favor? Unanimous? Okay, let's move into resolution 2025-17, 707 North Lynn, the mobile home nuisance.
This is just follow-up from our last meeting at the mobile home at 707 North Lynn and Blues Trailer Park. This is just an order to demo the mobile home on the property. If anybody has any further questions on that. I think we went round and round and, you know, I think we all felt it was kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of the situation.
It is terribly unfortunate, but even more unfortunate, the little kid got in there or something and hurt themselves.
Yeah.
Got bit by something.
I'll make that motion. Pass resolution 2025-17.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Joe, seconded by Karen, to move forward with resolution 2025-17, mobile home nuisance at 707 North Lynn. All in favor? Unanimous? Okay, resolution 2025-18, Veterans Day Parade Street closure. Something more positive. John?
I was contacted by Brandon Hill. They want to bring back the Veterans Day Parade. They haven't really done anything since COVID. So he said the plan is to invite the veterans to Palookas for breakfast. Then they'll have some kind of parade down to K Street from Palookas, just kind of to Cayuga. I think they'll also announce all the veterans and whatnot, kind of make a deal of for the high school kids. So
What's the time on it? Because there was no time on it.
did I not put 9 to 11, section 2.
Okay.
And it may not take that long, but
Well, then that night, are we gonna have it closed for the
that was going to be a question I
ribbon
brought up
cutting?
later.
Okay, okay, all right, sorry.
No, you're fine. So as soon as it's done, we'll open it back up.
Right.
This is just kind of covers.
Are the people who have businesses aware that this is happening?
He was going to go to each business and make sure that they were aware of it.
Okay, perfect.
This is something that they've always done in the gymnasium the last few years. They used to do it out on McKay, and they're wanting to get it back out there.
What time is the break?
9 to 9.
9.
Is there a backup for bad weather or rain?
They'll probably be back.
Well,
this
it's
year.
Back to the gym.
I'll go to school.
So the breakfast is first.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve that resolution, 2025-18.
Got a motion by Tom, seconded by Nick to approve resolution 2025-18, Veterans Day Parade Street closure. All in favor? Unanimous? Okay, let's move into the cards recycling discussion on the city license.
You have in your packet, Card submitted a letter again requesting the city to reinstate a license for commercial service. They put references in as you requested, so this is kind of up for the council to discuss at this point.
I guess my concern is still have you cleared up the accounts, the past accounts, because there's a lot of people that say they're still getting billed and trying to get money. That's one of my main concerns, have you cleared up all the past accounts?
Yes, sir, I went and looked into that, and we've been in contact, and we did see some accounts that were left open, and there were credits, and we're reaching out to the customers, so it's been a top priority of ours to make sure that those are maintained and closed out or continued if possible.
Have they been done? Has that been done? Are they all closed out?
Oh, they've all been closed out, but we're in the process of contacting the customers that you're referencing.
Specifically, the customers that owe, we owe credits to, is who we're trying to get in contact with.
I have concerns.
Go ahead.
I have big concerns about doing this so quickly. It was just January, and we gave them till May, and now we're 5 months later, and we're looking to have them come back in. And I know things have gotten a little quieter, but 5 months is a very short window. For the year and a half that I heard issues over, I would feel more comfortable if we gave it at least a year window before we proceeded with it. But those are just my concerns. I just wanted to make that comment very clear because it was my first year and a half in this role. That's what I took, was complaints on Carb's trash service. And I'll be perfectly blunt with you. I tried to contact people to get it remedied. Couldn't find the right people to get it remedied. Couldn't get a call back. I had personal issues myself with Carb's trash service. They took a company that was in Frontenac, that was a family operation in Frontenac, and they gave it a bad name. And in the same token, they had a business sitting right uptown down here, a building that they basically boarded up overnight and and went into hiding for a while, and people just started driving dumpsters off there, canisters off there, and it created a nuisance for our city itself. So those are where my issues lie. And I understand neither one of you were around for that. I understand all that, but that is, like I said, I never imagined as a role of mayor, my biggest concern would be trash service.
I completely understand, and honestly, I know that it's ambitious for us to come here just a few months later after wrapping everything up, but again, we're right now just seeking for commercial use and hoping to expand for that, but I think that might be a good opportunity for us to just kind of prove ourselves if we start on a small scale, and then maybe we can grow from that.
One of our biggest obstacles there is we don't just offer commercial or residential. It's an all or nothing kind of thing. We'd have to rewrite our codes in order to do that. I've opened up more discussion than just me. I've stated my piece, but go ahead, Nick, you got something?
Well, I just have I'm just curious about the accounts that you're talking about that were closed. Are these just accounts that you can't credit their bank account? Because it worked the other direction pretty easy back in that day.
Yes,
You had no problem taking 3 months from me when I wasn't asked. So how come it didn't, I don't understand how that part didn't happen.
that's something that's been a learning curve for me also. I actually discovered these accounts and have been working diligently to make sure that everything is closed on them and everything is squared with customers. I do believe there's been some systematic changes as far as the reporting software that we use, which has created a lot of improvements, again, that we're working on our system, and so this has given us better insight to past experiences with customers.
I'll probably show my ignorance here. Are you guys owned by the same company that you were owned by in May?
Carb's Recycling is what I'm aware.
Okay, but that hasn't, something else hasn't been
Yeah.
worked out or anything?
No,
Okay,
no.
because, you hear all sorts of things.
No, Carb's Recycling's not been bought out.
Okay,
We had an investment group, but outside of that, nothing's changed.
what does that mean? Yeah.
You're asking the wrong individual. I'm a supervisor of operations. I'm way down here. I just get told information.
Well, and part of my concern, in this whole thing, I'm kind of like Steve, is I heard more about this than I heard anything else leading up to it. And we went through a lot, and I'll be honest with you, you guys, I hate for you to take this beating, but in the last 2 weeks, I've heard nothing. From the only comments I've heard that people reached out to me were, "Are you crazy?" And so I'm just telling you what
Yeah.
is out there. And, and we've had companies that have come in and we don't hear, we don't have problems right now. And, we had people here telling us, look, you can run your own trash service. We're in a lot of businesses. I'm not sure that we really wanted to start that one. I don't know. We didn't, but that's where we were. That's where, looked at our salary. So anyway, it's out there, guys. It is.
Absolutely, we're not denying that at all. We're fully aware of the past experiences that people have had, and we're doing everything we can to rectify that and support individuals and businesses alike. That's why we provided you guys with the references that were requested, so you guys could check in and hear kind of the.
Well, I want to follow up on that because I know you kind of just threw out a timeline, and I'm not sure I have a comfort level in the timeline for when this happens or doesn't happen. But I read your letters, and one of the things in there was talking about, good faith efforts. And so today, I dislike Facebook more than anyone else, but I got on Facebook, and it was pretty clear pretty quickly when this went south that comments were disabled on your Facebook. And so I went on today, and they were still disabled. And then I saw that you had started doing service in a new city, and you had lots of community events to bring those people out, and the comments are disabled. And so how are we supposed to know that these efforts have improved if you're not even allowing customers to comment publicly on Facebook? And I would struggle, and I know that's something simple, and it may not even be something that was on the radar, but from this side of trying to protect our consumers, that is my ability to reference check, and we're still not allowing people to comment to tell us if it's going good, bad, or indifferent.
Sure, that's great feedback.
Those are the things that I know I would have to see to be able to feel comfortable of making any changes in this regard.
That is great feedback, and I'd love to take that to our marketing team that manages that. I'm sure they would love to hear
It's not your marketing,
It didn't,
it's your service. I mean, it is the nuts and bolts of what you're talking about.
Sure,
That's
but
what it
as far as
was.
disabling the comments.
I understand that
Right.
part,
So-
but,
Joe, if I could
yeah,
approach. 8 months ago, I worked for GFL. I was a lead driver. I'd been there for 3 years, working towards something. A buddy of mine called me about cards. Said, hey, we need people real bad. You're real good at what you do. I said, all right. Came in as a driver, day one, the supervisor that hired me was fired. My GM spoke to me, and he asked me if I could step into that. I said, I don't know. That's a lot. There's been some rough times. I've had to pay for a lot of repairs from 2024. I've had to take a lot of lashings. I take a lot of pride in my guys and bring them back from where they were. I remember down south in Yosho, when I was helping out for Joplin GFL, a literal mountain of trash around the dumpsters because they didn't have enough drivers to service the areas. Knew what I was going to do. Tried really hard to bring this company back up. And in this specific area, I worked for Schultz. And I enjoyed it. It was in the heyday. Me and my guy would get 300 or 400 stops a day going. This community did have a lot of pride in what we did. And I'm asking, what we're asking for is just an opportunity, a chance.
And that's a great demonstration of just kind of the change in leadership that we're providing is leading with empathy and insight to the community, to the customers. It's not always been that way, and I think the company is really working on creating leadership opportunities for people who care enough to take care of these problems and support these communities for all we can.
This might not pertain to the property directly, but it didn't help when you guys had those semis running up and down 69 and the trash was flowing out.
That logistics system.
That, it was terrible.
yeah.
And
And that-
the public
that- that
comments
helped
after that
create-
were not helpful. But it's not our fault.
I just think it's way early.
I agree with that. I think we need to hold off. a little bit.
You guys are incredibly brave to come up here. I'm not sounding like, but yeah, no, you guys are extremely brave to come
No.
up here, and I appreciate you guys coming in front of us. There are so many people that wouldn't do it, and then to come in here and know you're walking kind of into a hornet's nest, I respect you two individually, regardless of what you have on your shirt. I respect you two very much. So.
We appreciate your honesty.
Yes.
Seriously, we do. I mean,
Yeah.
they put
But
a
maybe
big
come back
approval in
after
front
the
of
first
it.
of the year.
But they've got an application, so we need to.
Oh, so we need.
Well, if we don't make a motion.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay.
We'd be happy to continue joining these meetings, just to learn more about what the community needs and be here just to have a presence.
We're open to the public.
You're more than welcome.
Yes, you are.
With
You're more than welcome.
Absolutely, anytime you wanna come up here, come up. Alright, I do appreciate you coming up, like I said, it's not personal to you or you, either one, I promise. Alright,
You're
Thank
gonna
you.
like what you see.
okay.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You can stick around for the rest of this. You can head on out if you want, either way, it doesn't matter.
We'll be back next time.
Okay, sounds good, alright.
Cards has submitted a business license. I would, since the council withdrew it last time, I would suggest that you just table it until later dates.
Okay.
Okay.
But, so we make a motion.
Do you guys have a motion for that? Oh, we do.
I would.
Yeah, it's a
I'll
table.
make a motion to table it.
I'll say it.
Got a motion by Ladonna, seconded by Pat, to table Cards business license decision, all in favor? Unanimous? Thank
Thank you
you.
all very much.
Thanks.
All right, let's move into notice of motor vehicle nuisances.
I just need permission from the council to go ahead and send notice out to the owner of the vehicle in front of 707 North Lynn, which is the mobile home that we just passed a resolution for. It's been up on blocks for as long as I can remember, so. That, and I'll ask for another one after that one. 707 North Lynn.
So with that motion, I'll second.
A motion by Nick to remove the vehicle to 707 North Lynn, seconded by Joe, all in favor? Unanimous?
And then we just this week did it in 507 North Cayuga. They've actually built in several places. 507 North Cayuga. There's still an orange truck that's sitting out front that we need to go ahead and send notice ordering that to remove as well.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Got a motion by Ladonna, seconded by Nick for, what was that address, 507? 507 North Cayuga to send notice of removal of vehicle, all in favor? Unanimous? All right,
Where are we at with vehicle nuisances?
yeah, let's continue. Go ahead.
I'm still kind of working on it.
Okay. Because I see down the road from me again, another one that has the whole front off and the end.
I saw that today, yeah. I need to go ahead and have the officer issue a citation on that one because it's not going to go anywhere.
No.
Yeah, it's a long process if we have to seize the vehicle, have it impounded, pay for impound fees while we do title searches and send notices out. I mean, it could be months that we have to pay, a record service to store it because we don't have a facility for motor vehicles. So our other option is to work with them, hope for voluntary compliance. If we don't get it, then it goes to court.
Okay.
That's kind of what we agreed to. I still might have some suggestions to adjust our motor vehicle nuisance laws.
Okay.
Thank you, John, thank you, Ladonna. Let's move into old business. Nick,
No, sir.
Joe,
No.
Pat,
No.
Tom,
No?
Karen?
No.
Ladonna?
Yes. I just have a question. When the Camp Town shoots fireworks, do they have to have a special permit?
So we've kind of just.
Yeah, we're talking about it,
Here.
Okay,
yeah.
because I know they've been doing it
So
several
what they're
times.
shooting off is not, I mean, it's no different than we do at homecoming and stuff like that.
They're not doing displays yet out there.
They did the one
Yeah, no, they
in
did.
the summer, but they have not it would be nice if they would at least contact us, so dispatch knows what's going on, so they can field the phone calls. But as far as I know, I have not been,
Can they do that legally, to shoot fireworks off there anytime they want? Because they own it, I mean, I own my land, I can't shoot fireworks
By
out
our
there.
code, they're supposed to have permission from the fire chief.
Okay. Okay.
That's not hard to get.
It's really just a phone call.
yeah,
And-
because they're not shooting off anything that takes a special license
Right.
or permits or anything like that for.
Yeah, because kind of what we talked about was they're gonna have a set spot, it's gonna be in the same place all the time.
Right.
We could literally have a safety plan in place for whenever they do displays, they just need to let somebody know.
Right.
Yeah, and they're very prepared, they're very knowledgeable, it's
Right.
not like it's a bunch of drunks doing it. you
No, I
know?
know, but still, it'd be nice to be aware of it.
Yeah,
Because sometimes it goes on
this past week, he was probably at a wedding,
Yeah.
so it was out in the county, not,
Yeah.
but yes, it went on for,
Yeah, quite a while.
Yeah, but that wasn't ours, right?
No.
Sorry, County.
No,
But
that's on-
even out here, they go
200.
on, you know, because we'll hear something and they'll like, what's that? And I'll say, it's fireworks, you know, I mean, they're shooting them off.
Yeah, it's a,
And that was before they opened.
so Justin's been in there, we was in there and got them ready for their special use permit and stuff like that, and it was something we were going to approach them about
Okay.
after we got
All that taken
all
care
that,
of?
we were more worried about that, getting that
Sure.
safe for occupancy and up to code and everything.
Right.
So I think it's something we've got a pretty good working relationship, Justin does with them now.
Okay.
So as far as them just calling and saying, hey, we're gonna do
Yeah.
this, we're gonna be done by, I mean, obviously
This
can't do it
time.
till dark, but.
Right.
And I know I've talked to Pittsburgh, and in the past, in the very beginning, they used to have standby, go out there and stand by on it. And it got to the point where Pittsburgh was like, just let us know, and we'll be
Available.
standing by,
Yes.
but not here, standing by,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
it is something on our radar
Okay.
that we are looking at.
All right, thank you.
To piggyback off that a little bit, I had sent them a couple letters, and so we were trying to cool down a little.
For that, okay, all right. All right, thanks.
Yeah, you're basically just saying you'd like to have a heads up what's
Yeah.
going on ahead
Yeah.
of time.
No.
And not that we don't want them to be doing what they're
Well,
doing,
because
and
you
it's a
don't
great
know.
asset to the community.
When you
But-
go through that, if somebody's shooting a gun close
Yeah,
by,
right.
and it's close by to me.
No, it would,
so,
it'd be
you know.
nice to have a heads up,
Yeah.
definitely. All right, anything else, Lon?
No.
City administrator's report?
I just gave kind of the typical update in your packet on some projects going on. I don't know if anybody had any questions. Seth and I did talk about the ribbon cutting invitation that you all got. We may bring something to council next meeting to close a portion of that road, so but that's safe. But we're trying to figure out, how much room we're gonna need for ribbon cutting on UK Street. Anybody has any questions for me?
So they be putting the water tower all together.
I believe they're bringing the big crane in,
Next couple weeks.
yeah, in the next few weeks. We're trying to find a place to park the big equipment so they can start stacking.
Yeah.
So we're about there.
Okay, cool.
Is the meeting you're having at the end of the month with KDHE, is that gonna cause us a problem?
So, they haven't scheduled that meeting. I did get a call from KDHE, because they have not received our updated cost estimates on the wastewater treatment plants. And they wanted to move everything along. Department of Commerce is very interested in moving things along. And so the suggestion was that we all sit down together and figure out how we can keep moving on wastewater treatment. They said they also said that since we lost USDA funding on this, exactly unsure how the city's gonna be paying for it. So that's something that we need to talk about, having a plan going forward on how we're gonna actually finance this.
Why does the Department of Commerce, why are they involved?
Through Sugar Creek. Sugar Creek has an interest in us moving our sewer lagoons away, so they can, I guess, do expansion, is from what I understand.
So we're back
I
there.
still don't understand. I mean, I understand Sugar Creek having that concern.
Mm-hmm.
So they have the Department of Commerce to call you?
What's that?
They have the Department of Commerce call you?
Yes.
So what are they telling you that
I
Sugar
did
Creek?
get a visit from the Deputy Secretary of Commerce. He came in on his way out to Sugar Creek. They're interested in Sugar Creek's expansion and their investment in Southeast Kansas for jobs and.
So are we.
Yes. Sure.
But they're kind of pulling strings, is kind of what you're telling us.
That's what I understand.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, that's not okay. But, yeah,
Invite them to come talk to us. Okay, I'll shut up.
Anything else for John? The water tower, when is the completion date on that?
February.
February. Council member comments? Nick,
No, sir.
Joe? Pat?
No.
No.
Justin, thanks for the building inspection update, I like that, what's going on. So,
Yep, I think everybody's well aware, Freeman made the decision today, it's out in the public. It's a completely a Freeman decision, and so like I've told everybody, if you have any comments or suggestions or anything else, contact Freeman on it. We did our part here in Frontenac.
That's it, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Got a motion by Tom, seconded by Nick for adjournment, all in favor? Unanimous. Meeting adjourned.
Help us tell the story of your community. For just $350, you can be a Morning Sun Daily sponsor. Visit morningsun.net/donate for more information.